What's up, y'all? It's Mir. I'm back with another video today. And in today's vid, I will be discussing 3 players in high school right now that I view as the most NBA ready guys. And at the end of the vid, I will be telling you which one of the 3 that I've chosen I feel is the most NBA ready. Now to start off, we're going to start off with Cooper Flagg. Cooper Flagg, the number 1 player in the country right now. He's a 6'8" power forward out of Maine. He's a Duke commit. He's only 17 years old, just turned 17 in December. He's actually 6'9", 200 pounds. He is the number 1 player in the country, and his best attribute to me is his hustle. He's good at everything. He can shoot the ball. He can knock out the mid-range. He can rim run. He can dunk the ball. He's aggressive. He blocks shots better than pretty much anybody that I've seen in the country. But the number 1 thing that I love about his game is that he hustles. What you see from a lot of different guys and a lot of players in the league today and just in high school today, when you're a top player, top 100 player, you see them lacking on defense. You see them slacking on defense because they're already where they need to be. They already are at the places that they want to go. So they don't have to try too much. Most of these top 100 recruits are already within the guidelines of where they're going to go to college, what coaches want from out of them. And they don't really have to show too much more. But with Cooper, the thing that I love so much about him is that he tries the hardest on defense. He tries the hardest on offense. He gets back on plays. He's not going to just be out there with his arms on his knees. He's going to be out there running, trying to make sure that any play that he can affect, he's going to affect it. And that's what makes him so good. He's able to do everything out there, and he does everything out there. He's not looking to just be one of those guys that shoots the ball, scores the ball, dunks it, asks for the ball every play, or he gets block shots here and there. If he can get a block shot every play down the court, he's going to try to do that. And it's apparent in his game. Now, the next guy that we're going to talk about is Ace Bailey. Ace Bailey, he's a 6'8" small forward out of Georgia. One of the best recruits I've seen in a long time offensively. His game has a lot of, I want to say he has a sense of Michael Porter Jr. in terms of his pull-up game. He's one of the best I've ever seen, at least from my generation, of being able to stop on the nick of dime and shoot that 3 ball, shoot that mid-range. It looks like he's out there working out. Honestly, when he's out there playing, he doesn't look like he's even doing things that are necessarily hard things for him to do. It looks like cone work. It looks like drill work. He goes in the post, turn around. No matter how tall you are, he's taller. He's 6'8", 195. One of the best players I've seen offensively in a very, very long time. He can also get to the rim. He's very aggressive. He tries to score, and he's the number 2 player in his class for a reason. 247 Sports got him rated as a 100 overall. Literally, a 100 overall. The best that I've seen out of pretty much any prospect I've ever seen. You know, he is number 2, so Cooper's also a 100, but he's crazy as well. And I don't see him having too many flaws in terms of his offensive game. Now, he could be a bit better defensively. He does take a lot of plays off from what I've seen when I watch back gameplay from whoever's posting him, whoever's putting up the full highlights. But it's a reason for that. The reason is because he can do whatever he wants out there. He's already committed to Rutgers. Rutgers. I can't say the name, but he's committed there with Dylan Harper. He's already to the point where he knows where he wants to go. He knows where he needs to get to. So he doesn't feel the need to try as hard. And I understand that. I get it, but he's still a good defensive player just because he's tall and he's long enough to affect shots and do what he wants to when he needs to. But he could do it a bit more, in my opinion. And the last guy that I'm going to talk about is Cameron Boozer. Cameron Boozer is one of the best prospects I've seen in a very long time. Cameron Boozer, he's from Florida. He's the son of Carlos Boozer. He's the number 2 player in his class of 2025. He's 16 years old. Strong kid. Strong kid. He is 6'8", about 225 pounds, and he can do it all as well, but he does it in a different way. His game is more so he's going to go down low. He's going to be on that block. He's going to shoot that mid-range a lot, but he has the ability to shoot the three. He's extremely disciplined in his game. You don't see him doing too much. You see him one dribble, pull up, come off a screen, pull up, hit a catch and shoot three ball. He's doing all the little things. He's doing all the things that you work on in practice as if you're not one of those top guys. You're just trying to get out there and show that you can have an effect on the team, on the defense, on an offense. He's not looking to be that great in terms of he's going to cross you over, he's going to hit you with a step back. He's not doing too much. He's just getting to his spots, rising up, and he's doing what he needs to do. Now, defensively, he's one of the best shot blockers. I would say he's a top 5 shot blocker in high school right now. He gets to a lot of shots. He defends a lot of shots. You can catch him out there on the perimeter off a pick and roll. He can guard the little guys, and he's done very well for himself on the defensive side. And he's a winner, as is Cooper and as is Bailey, but he's a winner. He's won back-to-back Peach Jams. He actually just beat Cooper in 16U Peach Jam, I believe. He's a winner, and it's apparent in the way that he plays the game. Now, in terms of who I think is the absolute best out of the three, who's the most ready for the NBA, oh man, I'm going with Cameron. He's so good at the little things already. He's so good at getting to his spots that he's already to that point. You know, with Bailey, he dribbles the ball a lot more. He gets to his spots, and he does what he needs to do, but he takes a couple more dribbles than Cameron. He takes more dribbles than Cooper. He still has some time that he needs to develop. He has to get better defensively because he's a bit smaller, especially at 6'8", so he's going to have to show a little bit more effort, and you might see that come college time. You never know, but he's not at their level in terms of where you need to be at to be in the NBA out of the three. Now, when it comes down to Cooper and it comes to Cameron, I like both. You could go either way, right? But for me, I like Cameron a little bit more just because he's a bit bigger and his game seems to be more fit for today's NBA. Now, that's not to say Cooper's game is not fit for today's NBA. It is. He's an all-around threat. He can do whatever he wants, but Cameron's a little bit bigger. I like the size that he has on him, pause. He's a bit stronger already, and you could see when they played in 16U that the size kind of affected them when they was in those one-on-one matchups. Now, that's not to say that Cameron outplayed Cooper or Cooper outplayed Cameron, but you could see when I was watching the games on Twitch and whatnot, I saw that the size did affect them in a bit of a way that I didn't see from a lot of other big guys that Cameron had to guard. Now, you can't say that Cooper has more of a motor than Cameron. I wouldn't fight that. But I think that Cooper, his handle isn't as good as it needs to be for him to be a 3 in the league. So I feel that he'll be playing a lot of the 4. He will be playing a 3, but I feel like they'll have him more so at a 3 where he's catching and shooting, or he'll be a 4 that can handle the ball. But he's not going to be like a KD off the rip, I feel like, because he can't handle the ball, or he doesn't handle the ball as well as those other 3s, like a Jason Tatum, like a Paul George. He's not there yet. And that's a bit of another issue to me. I feel that Cooper, his position, you don't really have him at a position yet. Cameron, he's at a solidified position. He's going to play that 4 or 5 spot. He's good with it, and he showed his dominance when he played up against different Miami pros over the summer. He was good enough to play the 4. He was strong enough to play the 4, and he dominated at those different pro-am games. So I like him more so just because he's already at a solidified position. He's able to knock down a shot. He's able to get to wherever he needs to go with very simple 1-2 pull-up moves. That's exactly what you need in the league. You're not going to be dribbling as much as you want to, especially as a bigger guy. And that's what I like the most about Cameron. So let me know what you guys think in the comments. I appreciate you guys for watching today's vid. That's just from my eyes to yours. I'll see you guys in the next one. I'm out.